Good evening. First of all, I would like to express my sincere and humble gratitude towards every one of you who wished me on this occasion of my birthday since morning. I very humbly accept all your wishes and blessings. I thank you all once again. Now, we'll start our current affairs today. I'll be opening the document. I'll show you the points. Then we'll go for the discussion. Now, have a look at this. Look at this. Recently, with which country India signed Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement? Hope you remember, few days back I have discussed with you regarding 2 plus 2 dialogue. I have discussed with you regarding 2 plus 2 dialogue. This is the dialogue between, this is a discussion between India and United States of America. So in the examination, they may ask you what is this 2 plus 2 and between which of the following countries this dialogue took place. Answer is India and United States of America. Now, what exactly is the meaning of this 2 plus 2? Two members from India and two members who are the counterparts of United States of America come together and they have discussed and came to an agreement on certain aspects. That is the reason why, so this is called 2 plus 2. But who are these two members from Indian side? That is important. So this is India's defense minister and India's external affairs minister and their counterparts from United States of America. So this is the dialogue that took place and we went for certain agreements. So regarding that, so this is the question here. Please remember what is 2 plus 2. Now I will come back to the question once again. I will show you the question. Let's have a discussion on this. Look at this. Look at this now. Recently, with which country India signed Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement? Australia, Japan, Russia or United States of America? Just now I told you 2 plus 2. This is obviously United States of America. But what is this? Have a look at this. This agreement will provide India. So India is the beneficiary. India is going to get benefited out of this. This agreement will provide India access to extremely accurate geospatial data. Look at this very clearly. Now there is a standoff going on between India and China. Obviously, India needs more ideas, more information. That information will be provided by America. That is one of the agreements here. And the spatial data will have several military applications which will help in improving the accuracy of the missile systems of India. So this is a really beautiful one and America is going to extend its complete support to India. This is the last agreement of the 4 foundational agreements that were signed between India and America in order to strengthen what? Strengthen the defense ties. And these agreements will cover such areas as security and military information, logistics exchange and communications and compatibility and security. And this agreement aims to enhance the geospatial cooperation between India and United States of America. Very, 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 very important one. Kindly remember what is this BECA agreement and what is this 2 plus 2 and who are these two members from Indian side and who are the two members from the opposite side, that is United States of America. That is important. Look at this. So these are all the agreements that were signed between India and America earlier. Have a look at this. Right? So now we'll be going ahead. Another important one. Kanjli wetland is located in. What is wetland? we had a discussion during the discussion of our environment classes. Is it located in Himachal Pradesh? Kindly remember, wetlands, they are very important for the examination point of view. Alright? So is it located in Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Assam or Maharashtra? Please make a note. The answer is option B, that is Punjab. Right? So this is a man-made wetland which subsumes the Kanjli Lake, which is located in the state of Punjab. It was created in 1870 by constructing the headworks across the perennial Bion River, a tributary of Beas River, to provide irrigation facilities to the hinterland. Important one, please remember this. Another important question, have a look at this. Which space agency is associated with the Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy? Very much there in the news. Infrared astronomy. Is it NASA, ESA, JAXA or ISRO? Answer is option A. Look at this. Option A is the answer. Here is the explanation. You can have a look at this. So this is for infrared astronomy, and of course it is called SOFIA, meaning Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy, has confirmed the presence of water on the sunlit surface of the moon. That is the reason why this is very much in the news. This indicates that water is not only limited to the cold shadowed place but could be distributed across the lunar surface. Very recently also we got this information that there is so much of water is present in the molecules on the moon, but the extraction of that water is really a difficult task. Now the scientists are working on that. That is the reason why studies with respect to moon or any other satellite or any other the planet, they are all important. Look at this. Another important one. At present, how many Indian sites are included in Montreux record? I'll tell you what is the meaning of this Montreux record. Important one. These are the questions that you should be very, 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 very clear with this. Please remember, environment is one area where you are getting large number of questions, and they are also mostly associated with the current affairs. So this is one such question. How many Indian sites are included in Montreux record? 1, 2, 4, 8. Answer is 2. What are they? Let's have a look at this now. In fact, this Montreux record is a register of wetland sites. Right? So this is a register of wetland sites on the list of Ramsar wetlands. Recollect all the points, especially the civil service aspirants. We have discussed very elaborately with respect to wetlands. We have discussed regarding this Ramsar wetlands. Clear? And these wetlands of international importance where changes in ecological character have occurred, are occurring, are likely to occur as a result of technological developments or pollution or other human interferences. This is a voluntary mechanism to highlight specific wetlands of international importance. Important one, and kindly look at the list once whenever you are getting whenever you get the time with respect to a list of Ramsar wetlands at the international levels, and also the number of wetlands that are listed in Ramsar list as far as India is concerned. Look at this. As far as these two sites are concerned, in India, Indian sites included in Montreux record are Kelidio National Park of Rajasthan and Loktak Lake of Manipur. Important, very, 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 very important. They may ask you a question on this. You should be very, very clear with this. Now we'll be going ahead once again. Another very important one. International Treaty on Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons is an initiative of. We always discuss about the nuclear weapons and its prohibition. And very soon this is going to come into effect. This is going to come into effect in the year 2021. And the question is that whose initiative is this? Is it IAEA or United Nations or International Energy Agency or none of the above? Answer is option B, that is United Nations. Look at this. It has announced that 50 countries have ratified an international treaty of prohibition of nuclear weapons. This is called TPNW, to ban nuclear weapons. And this would enter into force in January 2021. This is an historical agreement. This is going to come into effect very soon. Now, look at this. Which of the following tribes celebrates Wangala Harvest Festival? Is it Gonds, Munda, Bills or Garos? Very important one. And especially the students who are preparing with the sociology or anthropology optional, you will be getting this in the examination. Clear? And various tribes that are present, their cultures and their practices, ethos, idos, everything is important for the examination. Now, so here for this question, the answer is Garos. So this is also known as the 100 Drums Festival. Alright? And it is a harvest festival celebrated by Garo tribes who live in Meghalaya and also Assam. Another very important point. Again, how many Ramsar sites are present in India? 89, 58, 42 or 39. And I suggest all the students who are preparing for the civil services examination and also group 1 service examination at the state level, you have to look at the list of these Ramsar sites that are present in India. And the answer is option D, that is 39. Right? And look at the first point. Recently, Kabartal wetland in Bihar and Asan Conservation Reserve of Uttarakhand, they have been designated as Ramsar sites, making them wetlands of the international importance. And whoever is preparing for civil service examination or group 1 examination very seriously, please read what is Ramsar Convention, what is the importance of this, when did it come into force, what is the advantage of this, all these things you need to update. And how many sites have been listed totally, and how many sites have been listed from India, that is very important. Is that clear? Right. So that's all for today. I thank you all once again for wishing me on this occasion of my birthday. Thank you so much. Take very good care.